Did you notice how many hair transplant videos are on YouTube? And most probably you have also noticed that the big majority of them are showing post-operation development, daily, weekly, monthly updates. Some others are showing different solutions like pills and products, and only just very few are showing the process from A to Z. So the purpose of this video is to cover this gap and to share with you my recent full experience of my second hair transplant and the entire stay in Turkey. So if you're planning to have your hair transplant, or if you don't know what to expect, this video is for you. Before we start, I want to mention that this video is a partnership with Vera Clinic from Istanbul. So the huge step up in video quality on this channel is not because I took overnight some lessons of video shooting from Steven Spielberg. This is purely because I have asked the local videographer to be next to me and film the entire stay, so that I can share it with you in a decent quality. And given the opportunity, I want to say to Bergshum a huge thank you. Today I am 1 week post-operation, and this is how my head looks like. There are still some scabs here in my crown area, but I believe in 1 or 2 days they will just go away. But now let's move back in time 10 days ago, and I will take you with me through the entire journey. So sit back, relax and enjoy. Let's start with the arrival in Istanbul. Current regulation in Turkey is allowing tourists to enter the country and move freely if they took a PCR test 72 hours before the flight, or if they have the proof of vaccination. In my case, I just took a PCR test and filled the locator form, and that was all. And with these 2 documents and passport, or ID of course, I was in a 3-hour flight from Berlin to Istanbul. I landed at 6 p.m. in Istanbul, and outside the airport the driver from the clinic was already waiting for me. At 7 p.m. I was already in a 5-star hotel, having some local food and enjoying this beautiful view. After that, I went to my room to prepare myself for the big day. And by the way, this is how the room looked like. Next day, early morning, after having the breakfast in the hotel, the driver was waiting for me to go to the clinic. The drive took roughly 30 minutes, and at 8 a.m. I was at the clinic meeting the Dr. Sapphire, probably one of the most calm person I have ever seen, and Ayan, which was my main point of contact during the entire stay and also the translator. I had a short Q&A session with them where I asked the question you had regarding the hair and hair transplant. Later on this channel I will upload the entire conversation. After that, Dr. Sapphire examined my scalp, which is a crucial step in finding out the level of my hair loss, and it also helps to plan how many hair grafts will be needed for the best looking results. The doctor then marked the natural hair growth pattern of the hair, with the main focus on my crown. From this angle, you might say that my hair loss level is not that bad, but you will see it in a few minutes how it looks from behind. In order to track the post-operation progress and to compare the end results, we took also a few pictures from different angles. The doctor checked my hair using this magnifier device, which uses a software called Tricolab. The whole idea of this software is to make an in-depth analysis of hair and scalp using artificial intelligence. At the end of processing the data, this device gave a full report with the number of grafts I have, the density per square centimeter, the thickness of hair follicles, number of single, double, triple and quadruple, and how many grafts can be transplanted from the donor area. And just by seeing this meme face, you can say that I was really impressed by this technology, as I haven't seen it before. After we were done with the hair analysis and line drawing, I was giving special clothes and I went for the blood test and buzz cut. I was a bit nervous here because I didn't want my beard to be shaved. I haven't done it for a long period of time. But at the end, we did it. This was a part of the process. Whoever said that the beard is a makeup for a guy, he was so damn right. Look at this alien face. I don't know who is this guy. This is just a reminder for me that I shall never ever again try to repeat this mistake. Okay, here I forgot to mention that the doctor drew circular lines on my vertex, on which the transplanted hair should be implanted. The whole idea is that the transplanted hair should imitate as much as possible the natural look. And here I was pleasantly surprised, as this was not the case in my first hair transplant. Now let's move into the surgery room and into the first step of the surgery, which I was not looking forward. The step called anesthesia. Being honest here, the first minutes of the anesthesia were a bit painful, as you have a lot of tiny needles penetrating your skin. But immediately after the effects started to kick in, I felt no pain at all. Next step was the extraction. This took approximately 3 hours. At the end of this session, trichologists managed to extract 3,550 grafts from my donor area and another 500 grafts from my beard. All this process was supervised from time to time by the doctor. Immediately after the extraction, Dr. Sapphire started to open the channels using the Sapphire blade. This procedure took roughly 1 hour. Again, I was feeling absolutely nothing. It was completely painless. During this entire process, I was listening to music and watching YouTube. In the middle of the session, I had a lunch break, which consisted of rice, meatballs, salad, and juice. After, we continued with the last part of the procedure, which was the implantation of grafts. After another 2 hours, we were done. As part of the package I chose, it was also 2 sessions of Oxycure. I will try briefly to explain what Oxycure means. So basically, this is a chamber where patients are administered 100% pure oxygen under pressure. So the treatment enriches body cells with oxygen, which in turn stimulates molecular function that favors the proliferation and survival of grafts. I couldn't film inside, as the electronic devices were not allowed. So while you are watching sequences from the surgery, I will tell you a bit more about my Oxycure sessions. I had 2 sessions of 80 minutes each. In the first one, I was together with a guy from Chicago, and we had a really good chat, out of which I just want to highlight what he told me. At my question why he chose to do a hair transplant here in Istanbul and not in the States, he told me that in this way he saved approximately $30,000, as the price they charge in the States for a graft is somewhere between 4 to 8 USD per graft. Just incredible. So as he had 2 sessions in 2 different days, 4,000 grafts each of them, I will let you do the math. For the entire duration of a second session of Oxycure, I watched Euro 2020. How Germany just smashed Portugal 4-2. For all Cristiano Ronaldo fans out there, I'm sorry. On the next day, in the morning, I went back to the clinic for my hair wash. As you see here, the donor area looks a bit red, but this is in keeping with the normal healing process, taking into the consideration that the surgery was approximately 2 hours ago. As the hair grows, all the post-operation signs will disappear, and the natural aesthetic appearance will be restored. Also, as you see here, the area under my chin from where the grafts were extracted looks good, with minimal signs of invasion. Immediately after, I had a short session of laser therapy, which helps newly transplanted hair to thrive and speed up the healing time. As I had few hours on my second day, I have decided to take the advantage once being in Istanbul to visit the Grand Bazaar and to do some shopping. I did cover my head with the hat which clinics provided. So if you plan to come to Istanbul, this place is a must-see. Now, to wrap up the video, I want to say that so far I'm super satisfied with the whole experience. The clinic, people there, the attitude, professionalism, everything exceeded my expectation. I'll be posting regular video updates with the evolution and the results, and I will make a separate video about the treatment I was given and the post-operation care. For those of you who are interested in having a hair transplant at this particular clinic, I will also leave the contacts in the video description. Also, there you can find my email address if you have any additional questions. Just don't hesitate to reach me out. I will be happy to help. And I guess this is it. If this video was useful for you, you know exactly what to do. Thank you and see you in the next one. I was saying that I just entered, I literally have 100 meters, less than 100 meters, and I have 3 kilos of sweets, so I'm afraid to go further.
Baklavayı da 210'dan sayacağız.